Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Webinars. Um, Sunday meaning it's the start of a brand new week, and I'm pretty sure that most of you are ready for the start of a fresh week to have restored power, electricity, and restored running clean water, and the potential of just being returned to some type of normalcy of what you normally would be doing. Today I come by really quick to continue to encourage, to inspire, and to motivate you about being intentional about creating a better you, or about being intentional about creating a better you for 2021. Of course, we know that we are still in the middle of a global pandemic, and in the midst of that, we had this winter storm that has come through, and for those of us that are in Shreveport and Bossier, or the surrounding areas, even in Texas, has just shut the world down for the most part. Snow and stores are closed and lost power and water, and as a people, we just are uncertain of what to do. And this brings me to my topic that I want to talk about today briefly. I want to speak with you about time and our seasons. And this is better brought from in the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes, where King Solomon, one of the wisest, men that we know, kind of gives us some insight about time. In this book, the whole purpose is for you to realize your success, your happiness with God and or without God. In this third chapter, he uses the word time. And moving forward, I will use the word season, but right now I'm going to go what he says and use time. He says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And he goes on to list some things. He said there's a time to be born, a time to die, a time to be happy, a time to be sad, a time to kill, a time to heal, break down, build up, laugh, mourn, dance, etc., etc. Okay? And of course, I think we all can agree with those things. And I want to use the word season because I know that regardless of your, religious background or spiritual beliefs, we all can relate to seasons. And we know that there are 4 seasons, and those things are considered to be winter. Those seasons are considered to be winter, spring, summer, and fall. And in those various seasons, we know that we can expect different things to take place. Examples are temperatures. We can have low temperatures like now, below 30 degrees. And we can expect higher temperatures in the spring up to 80s and 90s and past the hundreds. And the fall, we can have real nice temperatures such as, 60s and 70 degrees. And in each season, we can expect to see different things. We can expect to see grass blooming and growing, and flowers blooming, and our harvest, our plants, our fruits or whatever are coming up. And also we can expect to see our grass dying, our leaves dying off our trees. And we can expect to see strong winds or, maybe lots of rain. So in those seasons, various things will happen. And in those seasons, we know there's a start time and there's a stop time. And what we do is we make accommodations and or adjustments so that we can endure that particular season. And when that season stops, we make the needed accommodations for the next season. Well, what we just realized is those seasons have a start time and an end time. And just as those seasons have a start time and an end time, relationships, jobs have a start time and an end times. Oftentimes, we as people bring hell upon ourselves, because when the end time comes, we try to recreate a start time. We have to realize that we have to operate within the season in which God has granted us the opportunity. And in that season, we have to do what all we can to magnify our performance, our knowledge, our wisdom, to move forward to creating a better us. And when the end time comes, we have to move forward to make the needed adjustments to accommodate for the next season. And this season that we're going through right now, God has shown us that when we try to separate ourselves from Him, we create a life of chaos. And when you're not operating and or walking with God, what happens is you begin to spin out of control, because it's you and you alone that's trying to make the needed adjustments. However, in your season, regardless of what it may be, when you are allowing God to be God and you're operating with Him, you're able to spin in control with Him and make the needed adjustments so that you can move forward and be successful in life. What am I telling you today? I'm telling you that in your season of life, ensure that God is with you, that God is in control, and that you're listening and hearkening into the things in which He has designed for you to do. Be intentional about your relationship with Christ. Be intentional about creating a better you. Be intentional about loving your fellow neighbor. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that your relationship, your season must continue. Realize there's a start time and an end time to relationships. The only relationship that you are, mandated to continue with is the one with you. God gives us as free moral agents the ability to choose right, wrong, and a relationship, but just ensure as you are choosing that you are choosing you, and hopefully that as you choose, you're choosing to walk with God. So when these things happen, when these seasons change, you're able to make the needed adjustments to move forward and to stay on top. As always, thank you for tuning in. You have just been webinized.